Welcome to Dark Side Reviews with me, Darth Vexus. Today I have The Order 1886. And because I am a person of, I guess you would say, disposable income, I bought the big special edition that was like, I think it was $150, I believe. But I bought it, and after I did, kind of regretted it. But anyway, The Order 1886 is a third-person shooter developed by Ready at Dawn, who, up until this, I thought had a perfect track record. They made both of the God of War games for PSP, and those were phenomenal. I loved those games so much. So much. But, so when I heard they were making this, I had very high hopes. I ran out and pre-ordered the biggest edition right away. And, like I said, kind of regretted it after I'd already bought it. But, it is a single-player only game, which I actually didn't know that until way later. I heard third-person shooter, cover-based, mechanics, stuff like that. I thought, ooh, it'll be like a cool like Gears of War style kind of game, because Gears of War is my favorite game. Obviously, but there's no multiplayer. So, it's set in old London Victorian times, but it's like an alternate history where Lycans are still roaming around, and there's a war between the Knights Templar and... Is Knights Templar? No, not Templar. I take that back. It's Knights of the Round Table. And they've discovered this black water that can let them live forever and instantly heal wounds if they drink it fast enough. So, and as far as gameplay goes, well, you're not getting much. I know they went for more of a cinematic feel, so like the gameplay and the cutscenes are just like seamlessly integrated. Like, for instance, you might walk like 2 steps and then bam, cutscene. And it's like, oh, okay, why make me walk for 2 seconds? So that part kind of irked me. So yeah, that part's a little bad. But anyway, like I said, so it's a third-person shooter, cover-based mechanics. You know, you slide in and out of cover. You shoot guns in a third-person perspective over the shoulder, and you got grenades and stuff. And like I said, I bought the special edition, the big special edition, which came with some day one DLC, but to be completely honest, I never used it. Like, I redeemed the code, but I never used it in-game. It came with, like, 2 special outfits that give you, like, special attributes, but you don't even need them. Like, they were worthless, because apparently, throughout the game, you wear different outfits depending on, like, the mission style you're doing, and you can't always wear these in that specific instance, because, like, one's, like, an all-out war garb. So, like, if you're in a giant firefight, he's going to be wearing this specific costume, which he only wears it a couple times in the game. More than half the time, you're kind of sneaking around, so he's got this other thing on, but the day one DLC was completely worthless to me. I didn't use it once. And it also came with, like, a behind-the-scenes video and the soundtrack, but the behind-the-scenes video was, like, 3 minutes long, if even that. So that was kind of dumb, too. But, anyway, in the special edition, it also came with stickers, which I have no fucking clue where I'm going to put those. I don't have anywhere for stickers. But, and special edition also came with this. It's like an art book. It's not actually that thick. I thought it was at first. That would have been sweet, a giant art book like that. But no, that's the book. It's kind of a small book. It's just pictures of all the guns and stuff like that. Nothing fancy. But the reason it was so thick is because it comes with this. This is the vial that they wear in the game that has their black water that they, you know, around their neck, and they just pop it open, boop, boop, take a chug, heal their wounds. It's actually really heavy too, so I actually would not advise wearing it because it's quite heavy. It's like fully, like, you can't actually put water in it. It's just like a full piece of metal that's welded together or something. But, so yeah. And then the big thing that came with it is the statue, which is a lichen attacking Sir Galahad. Which, I like the statue, it's a cool statue, but it is a poorly designed statue. Here's the story. I bought it, took it home that night, you know, popped it in, started playing, whatever, and then I eventually took out the statue. And Galahad here, you know, the human who you can see he is only supported by his leg here, was actually broke off. It just, the little peg inside the leg had snapped, so I could just take him off if I wanted. Which, it's a very, very badly designed statue. But I'd called GameStop, and they were like, oh yeah, only one other person had pre-ordered the big edition, but they canceled it. So GameStop was like, oh yeah, just bring us back the broken one, we'll give you this new one, whatever. So that was kind of cool. So now I have one that's not broken. But if you do happen to buy this one, I suggest propping him up. I've got a little thing where I can like prop him up because he is very, very wobbly. I don't want to do it too much because I might freaking break again. But, like I said, I like the statue, but it's just very poorly designed. Very poorly designed. But, like I said, the game has two gameplay elements, and that's third-person shooting and quick-time events. And it's just, you know, I've really got nothing that great. It has really great graphics. I mean, the game is gorgeous. It looks so good. Like, the mocap, everything is awesome looking. The facial features, everything. It's a very, very gorgeous game for PS4. And this is just starting on PS4. Just imagine the games we're going to get later on PS4. If they make a sequel, I will buy the sequel. I will do it because, like I said, it was a fun game to play, but it just, like, here's an example.
Oh no, there's enemies.
Oh no, I'm dead. Now you can move on to the next area and shoot enemies exactly like me.
Well, I'm glad that's over. I'm a lichen. Time for a quick time event.
And that's kind of it. That's the whole game. So I would definitely suggest picking this one up used, like later, not even right now, because I think now used it's probably like $50, maybe. I would wait till I would pay $20 for this. Wait for it to be $20, and then you've got yourself a game worth playing. I'll tell you that. Because it's like if it was a hamburger, it's a good hamburger, but you can get a hamburger anywhere else. It's like the lowest of the low hamburger, you know? Like that restaurant everyone goes to, but just because it's really cheap, you go there, but you know there's better hamburgers out there. Way better hamburgers out there. You know there is. I really can't recommend this game. I really can't. Maybe if it had multiplayer, and maybe if they make a second one, because, let's face it, the story just drops. There's a huge cliffhanger. I don't even care if I'm spoiling it. Spoilers! I'm pretty sure if anyone wanted this game, they've already bought it. But yeah, so if they make a sequel, hopefully they'll put multiplayer in it, because then it would be more worth it. Because, like, I honestly only played this once, beat it once, haven't touched it. Haven't touched it. This came out like a month ago. More than a month ago. I haven't touched it. I can't recommend this game. Pick it up cheap. Wait for it to be used. If you're really bored and looking for a game, you want to pick this one up. There's not a lot to it. It's got a huge story, and that's something you'll have to discover for yourself. But, yeah. So, that's going to do it for me in this episode. Tune in next time for Dark Side Reviews.